Now that we know how to draw translations, we're going to come up with a rule that explains how to find new points for a translation. So your rule on your sheet of paper is going to look like this. I'm going to give you a vector. In this case, they call the vector a comma b. And really what you do is you take your point and you add on your vector. So I'm going to take my x coordinate and add on a, and I'm going to take my y and add on b. And you can see that's what they do here, x plus a and y plus b. So for a quick example, my triangle, again, I don't want to graph, I just want to come up with the new coordinates. So I want to come up with e prime, f prime, and g prime. So e prime is at e is at -7, -1, and I'm adding on the vector 2, 5. So -7 plus 2 is going to get us -5, and -1 plus 5 is 4. F prime, -4 plus 2 is -2. -4 plus 5 is 1. And -3 plus 2 is -1. And -1 plus 5 is 4. So there would be the new coordinates. The last thing that we do is we come up with the actual translation vector. You just need to be a little bit careful. I'm just going to ask you to write it as a vector. You don't need to write it in function notation. The book does it, but we're just going to write it as a vector. So if I want to go from A to B, the vector is pretty similar to a point. You're finding out how much do I go over and then up. So from A, it looks like I'm going over 1, 2, 3, and then up 1, 2. So the vector would be 3, 2. If I was to ask you, instead of going from A to C, but instead C to A, now we need to be a little bit careful. Remember, we go left and right first, and then up and down. So this time I'm going left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a -7 because I went left, and then down 1, 2, 3. So -7, -3 would be the vector from C to A.